Good morning or good afternoon, depending on when you are watching this video. Today we have a special one. So we have our friend Jill on, and she is our first guest, and she kind of expands on what we talked about in our previous video about hobbies and habits. So we consider her the habit queen. So pay attention to this one and listen to what she says, because I think there's a lot of wisdom that you guys can take from her. She also has a special offering in there, which we'll link in the description below. So thank you very much and enjoy the interview.
Hi, Jill. Thanks for coming on our episode today for 30 Days of Hope. Good morning. I just wanted to talk a little bit about how you and I work together. And so we do our own separate, things in town, and we have over the years come together in a collaboration type of a way, which is called
Fireweed Yoga.
Fireweed Yoga. So yesterday on my birthday, Jill gifted me with this beautiful set of cards, and they're like botanical cards. So they have different herbs and different flowers in them. And this morning, before we gathered to shoot this video, I opened it up. I opened up the deck, took it out of the packaging, and the very first card that I chose was the fireweed card. And so I know, it's so awesome. So I started reading some of the qualities of what the fireweed means, and there's one line here that says, "It's no wonder this plant is a sign of hope and new life in the wake of devastation." So I just thought that was a really nice way to start today, and that just kind of made my whole morning that I got to read that. So thank you very much for these beautiful cards.
You're welcome.
You said she was a local lady?
Yeah, she's from Bear Spa.
Cool. What's her name? Samantha?
Yeah, Samantha Orthley.
Oh, so a little shout out to her. So very well done. I'm excited to use those. So yesterday, Kyle and I in our episode were talking about hobbies and habits, and we wanted to have you on today, Jill, because I called you the habit queen.
Okay.
I also called you the habit expert and the habit guru. So those are all some pretty lofty titles for you. So can you share with us what that means? Why am I calling you the habit queen?
Yeah. Well, the whole point of the habits in Ayurveda is the word's called dinacharya. It's called your daily routine. And the point of it is that you're going to ground down into your daily routine, creating a structure for you then, so that there's so much freedom then. And what it does when you ground into your routine is all of a sudden you have the energy and the clarity to be able to tap into your intuition. Because all of these habits are things that support you. They are self-care pieces. And when you take care of sort of the basics, then you've created this gorgeous container for your dharma, your life purpose, your deeper, and this is where yoga comes in. Like, yoga wants that piece to come out for you. So we ground into the habits so that the rest can have a place to rise.
Okay. And for those that are watching that don't know what Ayurveda is, it's the flip side of
Sister science, really, of yoga.
And it's the healthcare system of yoga, isn't it? Yeah.
The longest practiced health care, wellness care system. Yeah, they take care of you while you're well.
And so you have, especially in more recent years, you have really spent most of your time professionally and in your career as a yoga wellness coach and really helping people anchor into habits, haven't you?
Yeah, well, for the last, I'd say 2 years, 2.5 years, the program's been running.
Okay. And so yesterday in our episode, Kyle and I were talking about the difference between a hobby and a habit. So just before we went on to the camera here, you and I were quickly talking about that. And it's an interesting conversation, isn't it? Because the definition of a hobby, you had a really good one. You said it was anything that we do for leisure time, unstructured.
Unstructured. Or except for we were talking even that we're not sure that that's quite right. Whereas a habit, on the other hand, is an anchor. It's a certainty in your day. I know that I'm going to drink my lemon water before I have my coffee. I know that before I go to bed, I'm going to brush my teeth. Like, there are things that regardless of what's going on, you can count on that dropping into your day.
So what would you say for you personally, having gone through these last, 10 months now into this pandemic, what would you say personally is something that has helped restore a sense of hope for you? What's a practice for you?
It's not, and it's simple, super simple. So mine is that whenever I'm feeling like agitated or that I'm numbing or that I'm I want to distract myself, I just stop. I take a couple of deep breaths and I just say, what do I need right now? And quite often, always, the answer is something so simple. And the answer often anchors me back into my habits. It takes me out of distraction. It takes me out of numbing, and it puts me back into self-care. And as soon as you get out of your like evil ego brain that's always telling you that things are awful, and you drop down deeper into yourself, you have innate hope. Like you always do. It's there inside of you. And so even just taking that moment to drop out of that ego brain, drop into myself, ask myself that question. Whatever the answer is that comes up, sometimes it's mundane, like please go pee, please get yourself an extra pair of slippers, something like that. But it always just, you're fine, Jill, you're fine. You're okay right now. You're gonna be fine. Like it drops you back into positivity, optimism, and hope.
And it's that reminder that the simplest things, sometimes they are the hardest things, but they're often the answer and the best things for us.
Hear your ego brain say to you, well, that won't work.
Yeah.
Like you'll definitely get some, especially if your ego's been bossing you around for a long time.
Some feedback?
You'll get some feedback, yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome, yeah.
Okay,
That's the simplest thing.
So Jill, you have something to share with people that they can go to. There's going to be a link in our description for just a little bit more of what Jill's talking about and getting a little deeper into what she just explained. So tell us what it is.
Okay, so sometimes that asking yourself the question, what do I need right now, feels kind of daunting, and it's like we have to practice going in and having that conversation with yourself. So my process is to tune in, I listen to what my body says, I respond, and then I get to kind of feel the rewards of that connection, that connection to self. So my gift, if you want to call it that, is just a deeper, it's about a 20-minute audio meditation that you can use to practice those kind of steps.
Okay. So the link will be, okay, thank you, Jill. And the link will be in the description. And also, will that take them to any other things they want to see what you're up to or who you are?
Sure, I think it's linked to my website, so
okay.
you'll be able to see everything else.
Jill Novak Yoga.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for coming on, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Enjoy the next 27 days.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that interview with Jill and Jody. And just a reminder that meditation link will be in the description below, and it is free. So I hope you guys take advantage of that. If you want to catch more of Jill, she's also on our weekly schedule teaching online yoga at this time. Her class is awesome and super accessible to everyone. It is on Wednesday mornings at 9:30. And I'll also put a description to Jill's website below. Speaking of movement, tomorrow we are going to be doing a class based on movement. So if you're interested in moving your body tomorrow, and this will be for everyone, whether you're old, young, if you're super jacked or a little softer, you can check out tomorrow's video too. So thanks for watching and have a good rest of your day.